Okay, so if this is the original steering wheel with the airbag connected to it, you're going to want to disconnect the battery. Wait for about 10-15 minutes. Slam on the brakes just to make sure all the power is drained. Because when you're removing it, you don't want the airbag to blow up in your face. However, this steering wheel is not hooked up. The airbag's not hooked up. So we don't have to worry about that. Now what you want to do is access here. There's two bolts that take this size star bit, which I have no idea which size is it. However, I did find this tool in the junkyard and I brought it with me because it said Subaru. And it says Subaru Roof Rack Cross Member Kit T30 Torx. So now you know. It's a T30. It turns out this tool fits perfectly fine here. So remove, there's two of them. There's one on this side, one on the left side. So remove those. Alright, so after you remove the airbag, see, this I believe is a positive that only gets connected here. That's for the horn for it to work. Anyways, on a side note, I received a question on how I hooked up the cruise control to this new style of steering wheel. I'm sorry it took this long. I used the original cruise control from the original 97 Subaru wheel, the big fat one, and just put it into this one. And you could bolt it on to one bolt. The other bolt, there's no, I don't know if you can tell, but there's no other place to put the other bolt to hold in place. So what I did is just, what any other sensible man would do, put a zip tie on it. And as you can tell, see, works perfectly fine. Doesn't move, doesn't jiggle out of place. It's nice and snug. So that's how you use the cruise control on the new steering wheel. Alright, so back to this one. So now you took this off. Now it's time to take the steering wheel off the actual car. And that's the bolt that's holding in place. So let's take that off. Okay, so we took off the bolt, and it was a 17 millimeter. We took it off, but now the steering wheel's not coming out. You can yank on it, pry on it. It's gonna be a while, but there is easier way. However, this requires you to rent a tool, or if you have even better, it's the steering wheel puller. You can rent it at any auto parts store. It ranges between $50 to $90. So that's what we're going to use today to pull this out. Okay, so I got the steering wheel puller installed. On the steering wheel, there's two holes right there that are threaded. The kit comes with all the bolts you need. In this kit, it's the Ever Tough, and it's the golden, the only two golden bolts that thread right into it. Do not try to use this because it's only going to be slipping out of place. I tried 3 times until I said, you know what the hell? I'm going to use the bolts. Alright, so we can toss these there for now. And all you have to do, by the way, I think this is a half bit. Goes over it perfectly. You could do it by hand, but I have the tools and you can save yourself some arthritis on the road. Alright. Wrong way. Hang on one sec, we're having some technical difficulties. Alright, ready? Let's do this. And look how the steering wheel just falls right off. And that's it, just be careful with these cables or wires or whatever. And that's how you get the steering wheel off. Alright, now I think we're going to have to take this cover off. And for that, I believe it is it's a Phillips screwdriver. So let's get this out of the way and take this off. Okay, so this is what happened. first of all, you have to remove this. There's 4 Phillips screws holding in place. Here, 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 and here. Once that out, forgot how to talk. Once that's out, you have to remove this metal plate that's underneath here. Now, why is this metal plate here? I have no idea. Maybe it's for your safety, maybe it's not. I don't know. But if you want to do weight reduction, look, this is like maybe half a pound. I don't know how much half a pound is. Like the really big burger from Five Guys. That's how heavy this is. Like a large order of Cajun fries that could fit like 4 people. That's how heavy this is. Anyways, once you take that out, you're gonna have to break this clip here. Well, this holder clip that holds this in place, because this is being a pain in the ass to take off. However, you can still connect it if you decide not to go this route, or if you decide to put the airbag steering wheel back on, it still clips into place. Just secure it with some electric tape. Alright, so this is what we ended up with. Now, your hub. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but you're going to lose your cruise control. So no more cruise control for now. This is the hub I'm going to be using. This is the hub from Momo. So let's test fit it. Okay, so this is this little sandwich adapter plate. You see how it has 5 holes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think the 5th one you're gonna have to use a longer one, because this is what they provided. The adapter, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a really long one. So a really long one. You're just not gonna be matching it, okay? It's not gonna look all like that. There's gonna be a chrome piece, which I could live with that. Or maybe I can't. Or maybe I can. I don't know. Alright, let's bolt this on. Alright, so this is how it looks with the sandwich adapter for the Grand steering wheel on the Momo hub. I also put the other plate that Momo provides, and also Momo comes in with this. I don't know if you can tell where it here it is. I don't know if that's the ground or the positive. I did this similar thing years ago when I had an Acura Integra. You get a paper clip, you find which one's the positive or whatever, and this is what I'm going to be touching, because that's how your horn's going to be activating. But we'll get into that in a moment. But first, let's find out where the steering wheel is going to be, which way is up, and all that good stuff, and then we'll hammer out the details. So let's go test fit it. Okay, so we got the steering wheel installed. Now we're gonna fix out. We have to figure out how we're gonna wire the horn button. So remember in the back, I don't know if you could tell this bronze stripe. That's where it has to be in contact. I don't know, something about science. Positive and negative makes the horn work. Blah blah blah, yada yada yada. This is our Momo thing from the back. I'm just gonna take a wire brush real quick to it. But essentially, we have to figure out which one goes where. It shouldn't be that hard. Found some fire sauce. We should throw some fire sauce into this. Okay, so this is how I hooked it up. You see this green wire? That's going to the green and red wire from the car. This wire is hooked up to a paper clip. The paper clip, I tied it around a little bolt, screw it in. There's going to be 2 openings. And now I bent the paper clip like so. So it's only touching the brass part or the golden part, whatever it is. I don't know what it is, brass, but it's gold. So every time you turn the steering wheel, it comes in contact with it, see? And hopefully it'll stay in place. I put some electric tape around it just in case it ever falls out of place and doesn't come in contact with anything else and the horn stays on. Also, just in case you do mess it up, make sure you know which fuse is for the horn. That way you don't want to be stuck in the parking lot somewhere and you don't have a Phillips screwdriver to take this cover off to unplug this. You just pop the hood, know where the horn button is at. So let's put the cover back on. Also, I secure this with zip ties, make it look nice. And I'm not going to put the metal plate here because I don't understand why this was here or what is the purpose. Maybe a safety purpose, weight purpose, I don't know. But I'm not going to put it on. That's my choice. You do whatever you want. I do whatever I want. We're both happy. That's how our relationship keeps going. I give, you give. That's how it works. And this is the final product. Ta-da! It looks badass. So I changed the steering wheel because it's more comfortable. You know, when you get out of the car, you don't have to bump your knees, especially if you're kind of tall. I'm not that tall, I'm 5'9", but if you are, maybe you want to save some weight, maybe you just want your car to look cool, or maybe you're expecting a baby and you don't want your tummy to be hitting the steering wheel. However, you lose the safety of the airbag, but it's debatable how beneficial it is to have an airbag, since some airbags kill you and blah blah blah. We could do this all day, but regardless of what the situation, why you want to do this to your car, this is how you do it. Like Montel Jordan said it best, this is how we do it. Thank you. Please leave a comment below. Any questions, any concerns, any complaints, I'm happy to hear it all. Thank you. If you haven't seen any other videos, just check them out. Thank you for tuning in, and tell your friends. Have a great day.